Welcome to Quarantined with Clark, the show that asks West Dodge Station staff questions kids want to know, and some they probably don't. I'm your host, Mr. Clark, and today my guest is Mrs. Axiotes, one of our tremendous teacher assistants. Mrs. Axiotes, thanks for joining me today. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Mr. Clark?
I'm doing well, thank you. I just want to ask you a few easy questions just so that the kids from West Dodge Station can get to know you a little bit better. Is that okay?
Sure.
Awesome. First of all, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Omaha, Nebraska, so I have not gone far.
Haven't you been here your whole life? That's awesome. Do you have any do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do. I have two brothers. They're both younger than me, so I'm the oldest.
Nice. You get you were the one that had to break all the rules so that they could have their freedom when they got older, right?
Oh, that was my middle brother. He's the rule breaker.
he's the rebel.
I was the good girl.
Oh, there you go. What about children? Do you have any kids?
I do. I have a boy, a son that is 17, and I have a daughter that is 16.
And you know, I actually had Zach in my class, and I think I had Lexi for, it might have been just social studies, and I mean, you've got great kids, so it's awesome. I think you're wrong about their ages because there's no way they could possibly be that old yet. But then again, maybe I'm just getting old. So.
No, I know. I agree. It's craziness that they are that old. It makes me feel a lot older. That's for sure.
Definitely. So do you have any?
At West Dodge Station. So.
What's that?
They loved all their teachers at West Dodge Station.
Awesome. That's great. Do you have any pets at home?
I do. I have a little miniature poodle named Manny, and he is keeps me chasing him.
I'm sure. Little bit of exercise. What about hobbies? Do you have any hobbies?
I love to read and just spend some time outside and with my family. Those are kind of my hobbies. My kids' activities are the majority of my hobbies right now, so I've just been spending a lot of time with them.
Yeah, that stuff will definitely keep you busy. What about hidden talents? What's something that maybe you can do that maybe a lot of people don't necessarily know about you?
I can touch my nose with my tongue.
Oh, really? That's awesome. That's definitely not something that I can do. I'm definitely not that talented to be able to do something like that.
You want to see?
Yeah, go for it. That's awesome. So the kids are gonna, you just proved your hidden talent. Unlike a lot of the other teachers who said that they can play instruments and stuff, they didn't necessarily prove their talent, whereas you just did.
I got spit all over my lip.
Well, of course, that's the reward for being able to do that, I guess.
Right.
So, other than getting married and having kids, what has been the most one of the most exciting moments of your life?
I was able to be an extra in a movie that was filmed here in Omaha back in 2001 called About Schmidt.
Really?
Yeah, my husband and I both were in it, and I was a bridesmaid to the actual star, one of the stars that was in it, named Hope Davis. But Jack Nicholson was in this movie, and I actually got to sit across a little dinner table from him at Tony Roma's, because that's where one of the scenes was taken. And it was pretty crazy being around all these stars and watching them film them. And I was in the room while they were acting and being a part of it. So it was really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, Jack Nicholson, Kathy Bates. It's an Alexander Payne film, right?
Yeah.
That is awesome. I did not know that. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I did it for a week. I took a week off work and got paid to do that.
That is cool. That would be, yeah, that definitely would be pretty exciting as far as experiences in life. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
That I was discovered, you know.
Yeah. You could have been out in Hollywood right now, quarantined with the rest of the stars.
Yes.
So, growing up in Omaha, what were some jobs that you had? Maybe a strange job or some odd jobs that you had?
I would say one of the oddest jobs I had was I was a waitress at the Bluffs Run Greyhound dog races, and it was kind of when this first opened there, and it was like shoulder to shoulder people. It was craziness in there, and they had like inside where you would look through the windows to watch the dog track. It was the steps, and it was like tables were like in bleachers, like it was steps,
Oh
and there
yeah,
was
yeah.
all these where people had all their tables, and I would have to be carrying trays of food and drinks and making sure I'm not falling down the stairs, and it was crazy in that place
Oh, I
watching these
bet.
dogs run around the
Well,
track.
yeah, especially when it first opened and there was such the huge crowds that were there.
Yeah.
I remember going there a couple of times and just yeah, how unique that whole experience was. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So outside of teaching and education, what would be your dream job?
I would love to be an interior decorator. That's kind of what another one of my hobbies, I guess, is I love to decorate and redecorate. So that would probably be something that if I was to do it over again, I would try to pursue that.
And we've had other teachers that I've interviewed that have actually said that they would like to do interior decorating, design, all kinds of different stuff. So I've been telling everybody if we ever get out of the education business, we could all go and open up our own corporation with different things anyway. So that's actually
Yeah,
pretty sweet.
yeah, for
All
sure.
right. Getting into some of the more goofy questions. If you could have one of the following superpowers, would you rather be invisible or be able to fly?
I would definitely want to fly, for sure.
That's what a lot of people are saying, just to get from place to place and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I think that'd be pretty cool flying.
Yeah, definitely. Singing. Do you sing loudest in the shower, in the car, or both equally as loud?
I really don't sing in the shower at all. I don't even think about it. I kind of think about others, like what I got going on that day. But in the car, that is when I sing, and mostly when like Lexi will be sitting next to me, and we'll kind of be singing like we're on a stage. So
So a little duet going back and forth.
yeah.
That's great. So then if you were going to sing karaoke, what would be your go-to karaoke song?
I like the Paradise by the Dashboard Lights by
Oh,
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to think who else said that. There was somebody else that said the same thing, which,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. So maybe you got a duet coming for
Yeah,
karaoke.
that'd be
Because
good.
when all this is over, we're all going to go karaoke, and everybody. I'm going to keep track of everybody's songs, and we're just going to go off one at a time, and everybody's going to have to sing.
That sounds fun.
All right. All right. We're going to get into the lightning round. I'm going to ask you a series of questions rather quickly. I'd like you to answer as quickly as possible, but they're all about your favorite things, so it should be really easy. All right.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. What is your favorite food and drink?
Nachos is my favorite food. Water and iced tea are my favorite drinks, but my special treat drink would be a Taco Bell Baja Blast, frozen Baja Blast.
Oh, nice. What is your favorite word?
Skedaddle. We need to skedaddle.
That's an old school word there, skedaddle. Or that's great. Yeah, that's probably my favorite question to ask everybody because some of the answers I've gotten have been just it catches you by surprise. Skedaddle. That's awesome. What is your favorite sound?
I would say my all-time favorite is when my kids are getting along and laughing together, like laughing really hard, having fun, and just like my family in general. When everybody's laughing, I love that sound, but I also love the ocean, like the waves in the ocean sound.
Awesome. Your favorite smell?
When we get our Christmas bins and boxes out from underneath the steps to get everything out for the season, I can smell all those different Christmassy smells, like from candles and stuff we have packed away, and I just love that smell when we get that stuff out.
Kind of the cinnamon and the spices and everything. Yeah. Absolutely. What about your favorite type of music?
I like a lot of different kinds. I like top 40, rock, country. Those are probably my top 3 types that I like.
Okay, your favorite place to visit?
The ocean. I love the ocean.
And then finally, your favorite 5th grade teacher named Clark?
I would have to say Mr. Clark.
Ah, yes, and that is the correct answer for that question. Just the rest of them are all subjective, but that one has one answer and one answer only. And unfortunately, only about half the people have gotten that one right. All right.
I can't believe that, but it doesn't seem possible to me.
Just a couple more questions before we're done. First of all, what have you been doing to beat the boredom of the social distancing away from school?
I've been reading. I've been going through a lot of piled up boxes and bins and piles of stuff that have been sitting around for years, trying to clear the clutter. And I've been playing games with my kids, and we've been watching movies and Netflix series and going outside, going for walks, kind of just doing a lot of stuff that we don't typically have time to do.
That's awesome. And then finally, what would you like to say to the kids of West Dodge Station?
I really miss you guys. I hope you are all staying healthy. I hope you're enjoying some things that maybe you don't have time to do all the time during the regular school season, and using your time wisely. And I hope that you have a great end of this school year. I look forward to seeing you guys all again.
Fantastic. All right, I just want to give a huge thank you to Mrs. Axiotes for joining me today. Join us again next time for Quarantine with Clark. See you soon.
Thank you.